incredibly weird. I love this. He's incredibly sick. This is based on Ralph McQuarrie's concept art, but I don't know if your friend doesn't know Star Wars that well, they're like, man, you got ripped off. That's a terrible story. Yoda. Yeah. I love my grandma.
Anyway, moving on.
We got a bunch more toy coverage coming up on IGN throughout the
Yeah, totally. What's over here? Can you explain some of that stuff?
Well, the cool thing about Finnish exclusives is they can occasionally get very strange. There's a famous panel that kind of went viral recently from a very old Marvel Comics where Thanos...
Hey, what's up? Just a second, I'm setting everything up. Well, what's up, Ross? Just a second, I'm still setting everything up. You not working, Ross? I'm almost done setting everything up.
Yeah, hopefully I can later. Absolutely love that.
Now, as an adult, it's very hard work, so we do have to take a quick breather, but when we get back, I honestly can't believe this is something I'm saying.
You're on a break. You should be working. I just got bombarded with trades. You can come do some trades. What's up, everybody up to?
Not only is IGN the world's biggest media brand for games and entertainment, but we also have a team of some of the world's biggest fans of your favorite franchises. From breaking news and exclusives,
I just got one of these traded in. Krell, that is like such a stupid, like, it's such a stupid argument. It was, I think there's a part of me that hopes they were just trying to like get me going. Because if you think about that logically, there's really like, it makes no sense. Like, what's up, DMK? Sorry if I missed it. I'll save them for you, Ross, on Sunday. I got in a Twitter debate about something I said on my podcast about Amazon and Sony having some kind of little... I mean, he has a point about the system, Krell. So I was a little off about the system. So obviously they got some systems, but he has no point about the games. I mean, what are the odds of only the first party? What we're talking about, so you guys know. Hold on, let me turn this down. Talking about if you go to Amazon right now, and it's been this way since April. Actually, after God of War came out, so around April 20th. Amazon's like not taking any reserves on any pre-orders on first-party Sony games. So like Spider-Man, Days Gone, Left 4 Dead 2, not Left 4 Dead, I mean Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima. It's only Sony first-party games. You can't reserve them. You can't pre-order them. I found articles, Krell. I linked a bunch of articles of other people saying the same thing. And yeah, in Krell, I think what's going on is I think Amazon's probably not being supplied by Sony. They're probably getting supplied from a distributor, from a third-party distributor. And if they are getting supplied by a third-party distributor, they're not going to do that 20% off, because I will tell you that 20% off is about cost. And they'd probably lose a little bit of money if they're going through a distributor. So if Sony's not supplying them firsthand, Amazon's going to lose money if they do that 20% off. So that's probably why they're not reserving the games, because if they reserve them, they have to honor that 20% off. If they just turn off the pre-orders, they don't have to do that 20% off. So if you think about it, Amazon is a company, yeah. So So like if you think about it logically, it has absolutely, I just boggles my mind that they were saying the demand. It has nothing to do with the demand because it's also affecting digital cards. So like the digital PlayStation Plus cards, you can't get the 12-month cards right now on Amazon in America. It's funny, it doesn't affect like Amazon in Europe, but I was reading some articles where it did for a while, but now they're back to normal. So, but what's funny about that is, Sony of Europe has their own deals with Amazon of Europe. So, but what was making me mad, Carl, is just like if you think about it logically, it makes no sense. And the funny thing is Sony produces all the discs. So they make their own discs and they make all the third-party discs. So why would only their games be out of stock? You would think they would put more of an emphasis on making their own games over third-party games. And the whole thing is stupid. It was a dumb argument. And you know what's even more dumb about the argument? Is I'm glad. It's good for me when they're not taking reserves. I get more reservations at my store when people can't reserve them at Amazon. So the whole thing is just stupid to me. The PS4 is good, DMK. I like the PS4. I like the PS4 a lot better than Xbox. I wish I could debate them not in a Twitter format. What percent of people plunk down money on a reservation and never pick it up? Very, very small for us. I would tear them up in a debate, though, because, like, if you just think about it logically, like, they don't have any logic. I can't. It's just funny how they just want to. I think Ty just likes to be right, and he may have been right that his friend reserved that Spider-Man console, but that still doesn't prove that there's something going on with PlayStation first-party games. So I did kind of call out his friend, which I kind of apologized for. I said I was wrong about that. Greatest console of all time, not Microsoft. Dreamcast. And I know people will disagree with me on that, but that's my own opinion. I don't. And the funny thing is, like, Oh, I forgot to reverse this. My bad. Hold up. There we go. The funny thing is they probably are getting small numbers if they're going through a distributor. If they're not being supplied, directly. They call that like getting the game sideways, as opposed to direct. Do I think the next Xbox... I've heard rumors of that, Chris, that the next Xbox, like Microsoft's looking to get a jump on Sony. I've heard rumors of that. We'll see. I would rather have it come out early. I think you're going to get a lot of people, though, that just bought an Xbox One X that'll be kind of a little mad, though, if they come out with a new system so soon. But I think they should. They're getting their butts handed to them. That's kind of what they did when the original Xbox, PlayStation 2, was just killing it. And they came out with Xbox 360 before PS3. They should crumble. What happens? Here's exactly. I'm totally guessing, but this happens all the time. Amazon, they're doing their 20% off, right, for Amazon Prime members. They're probably trying to get a better deal from Sony than Sony's willing to give. So they're probably saying to Sony, we need you to sell us the games at this amount, or we're not going to take reservations from you. And Sony was like, fine, don't take fucking reservations. I can almost guarantee you that's exactly how it went. Not in those, not as not as direct as what I just said, but that's probably what's going on. Sony won't always be on top. It goes back and forth all the time. 360 was a good console despite all that. Yeah, I agree with you. No, Daniel, I'm not saying late. Screw you. Hello? Just a second. What's up? Okay. Does it say we have one? Everyone, that'd be great. Make a box up for them. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep. Bye. All right. Yeah. Well, Derek did. Derek tested the power pad. I'm not testing it. The power pad was sticky. No. You know what's funny is it actually came in. With this, which is a repro, but you guys should look that up on YouTube. It's kind of cool. It's a bunch of like games for the power pad. It's called Tailgate Party. So we tested it with that. All right. Daniel, you would try to trade in games for 2,600 games. I did get a bunch of. I got a bunch of it was a pretty good trade. I got a bunch of NES games, some boxed. I did get one 2,600 game boxed, Asteroids. Got Star Fox boxed, complete and boxed, and Tetris 2. Probably in the box. I don't know. Um, 3DO, yes. Neo Geo, no, not unless you count like Neo Geo Pocket or something. Maybe put something else on. You know, it's funny. I traded in my Neo Geo at a place like this when I was in college. Tetris 2, The Search for More Money. What I miss. Yeah, it was a good deal on Prime Day, Christy. I mean, Xbox One's okay. It's just, they don't have the exclusives that Sony has, and to me, that's why, like, me personally, that's why I would buy a console, just for the exclusives. And every game on Xbox One, for the most part, is also on PC. So I would most of the games I'd rather just play on my PC with better frame rate, and it'll look better, higher resolution, better frame rate, run better. So it's kind of hard. It is a lot more convenient just plugging in an Xbox and playing the games, but Daniel, I got something for you. Daniel, why are you always hating on my teams? When's the last time you're a Falcons fan, aren't you? When's the last time the Falcons won a Super Bowl? Oh wait, they had one and then they blew it to the Patriots. Detroit Lions will teabag. The Browns actually won't be. They will not be pushovers this year. The Browns will not be pushovers. I'm not saying they're going to be good or great or anything, but they're not going to be the bottom feeders of the league this year. Worst night of your life. Because you thought you were probably were you celebrating already? Browns will lay down. No, they will not. Did anybody see the Browns? The Browns made an Office parody. You know the show The Office? They made a parody yesterday and it was awesome. Printing t-shirts. You were printing t-shirts already? You were printing Super Bowl champ t-shirts? Oh. See, even as a Brown, if the Browns were ever in that situation, I wouldn't be. I would never ever celebrate until that clock hit 0-0. Guess it's going unanswered. What'd I miss? I didn't catch your question. Africa will enjoy those. Yeah, that's right. That's funny. Never. They left. Well, they were kind of stolen from Cleveland. Art Modell, like the worst owner in NFL history. C&C Games.
Hi, do you have any wireless Xbox 360 games or remote?
I do, but just used at the moment. They are $29.99 if you have our discount card, which is free to sign up for. It knocks it down to $23.99.
Okay,
Oh,
perfect.
yep.
Do you have a wireless network?
Yep. No problem. Bye. Probably 2020. That's the rumor that even Xbox, the next Xbox, whatever the heck it's going to be called, Xbox 2, will probably come out in 2020 as well. They might up it. I think they'll try to beat Sony out. What's up, Miss Kelly? Way the caller want? You mean what did the caller want? An Xbox 360 controller. One of these. Use 360 controller. Tech they're planning to use it. It's expensive right now, and they have to get a bigger power supply from what I read. PS5 would be like $900 right now. We'll see. I think at this point, if you come out with anything like higher than $500, it's gonna be a tough pill to swallow for most people on a game console. You got to keep it around 500. You could probably go 550, but if you get up to 600, it's 400 is probably the best. But yeah, I could almost guarantee you the new systems will be around 500. New Tomb Raider would be cool. New episode. Yeah, I did. We were talking about my new episode because I made a mention. But not everyone, Corral. The original PS3 was $600. So when PS3 first came out, they had that $600 model, and then they had a $500 model, which was the 20 gig. So not everybody learned. Tomb Raider. Yeah, we were talking about my new episode because I was talking about Amazon. If you look on Amazon right now in the United States, you can't reserve any Sony first-party games. So like Spider-Man, Days Gone, Last of Us 2, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima. See you, Daniel. Oh, I think I'm going to do different ones all the time. I did. That was Punch Out, by the way. I did the intro to Punch Out, and then when I left, that was the end, like as the game's over. So I try to get a little hip there with that. That's good. I'm glad you liked it. But on Amazon, the first party games, those ones I listed, you can't reserve them. You can't pre-order them on Amazon right now. And I was speculating on it, which is why I think Sony and Amazon have some kind of little disagreement going on. And it turned into this big thing on Twitter. So basically people telling me I'm doing fake news, which I'm not, because you can't reserve them and it makes no sense. And they're just saying, they tried to tell me it's just because there's high demand for the PS4 games, but it's only on Sony first party PlayStation 4 games. I can literally reserve any other game that comes out the rest of this year or next year, but just the Sony first party ones you can't. I don't have Street Fighter the movie game in store. I might. I think I have it on Sega Saturn, but I think I have it posted on Amazon for sale. If somebody trades it in, I'm going to take it. I don't care how crappy the game is. That game is awful, though. That game is really bad. The one with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And it's weird, too. On the Amazon thing, there's also a lot of the PSN cards that you can't get at the moment, even digitally. And that throws out the whole, like, in-demand argument. Most of the systems you can't buy from. They're not direct from Amazon. They're all from third-party sellers. All right, see you, Crow. It's just a weird situation. So I was speculating on it, and now I'm getting accused of fake news. So basically, I'm crazy. Krell had my back, though. Better. Maybe they'll do cartridges. Did you ever think of that? Cartridges are the future. You got a Redbox DVD that bricked this PS4. That's probably just a coincidence. That'd be what DVD would do that? It was probably ready to go. It was just a coincidence that one is the one that did it. But maybe there is one that can brick a PS4. Better. Every time a new game system comes out since like PlayStation 1 and ever since digital has become a thing, they've always said they're not going to have disk drives in the next ones. And they always come out with them with disk drives. There's not enough. The internet infrastructure is not there yet, so it's just not. They're gonna have some kind of physical media, even the next ones. Everybody says that, it never happens. People said that with the Xbox 360 and PS3, didn't happen. They said that with PS4 and Xbox One, didn't happen. They said that with Switch originally, which is kind of, it did happen, but I actually predicted well before the Switch ever came out, like a year before the Switch ever came out, I said it was going to use cartridges, and people called me crazy. They said it was going to be digital only. A lot of people use Redbox and never have any problems, so. Well, people looked at the specifications for the Switch, and they noticed there was no DVD drive, and they just assumed it was going to be digital only. And I said a full year in advance, nope, they're going to have cartridges. Before it was even announced, like a year before they announced it was going to be cartridges. If you think about it, you can get even more information on those cartridges now than you can on a Blu-ray, and they come off at a faster rate. There's no installation. Honestly, cartridges are superior technology, as weird as that sounds right now. If you think about it, all the SD cards and everything you guys use, I mean, they have to get a little bit of a faster transfer rate. But I will tell you the next systems are going to have a DVD drive because they're going to be backwards compatible. Like the next Xbox isn't going to like abandon all these Xbox One games. Same with PS4, 5 isn't going to abandon all the PS4 games. They just did that. They would piss a lot of people off. Cartridges are better than CDs or Blu-rays. And I know a lot of people, what's up, haters? A lot of people haven't used the Switch, but Switch is pretty awesome when you just pop a cartridge in and it just works. There's no installation or anything. It's pretty awesome. Gamescom. Yeah, I remember those. They need to remake this game. Or just port it to like a modern system. Capcom. Make this game. I want to play it online against other people. This is Power Stone, by the way. It's like my favorite Dreamcast game. Although we can find good deals, but the economy's got to stay. Alrighty. Not sure what you mean by that. Might have got lost in translation there, Bader. Where are you from, Bader? I can't remember. Saudi? Okay. I got this trade in today. This is one of my favorite NES games. Blaster Master. Love that game when I was a kid. And the new Blaster Master that's on Switch is pretty awesome. They made a sequel and it's on the Switch. It's digital only though on the Switch. I wish it was on a cartridge. The money has to be circulated. Hopefully we're not talking about laundering money. Why wouldn't I want you to come to my store? Jungle Man, why wouldn't I want you to come? If you spend money, I'd want you to come. I want anybody that comes and spends money. Buys things. That's what I want. Oh, I'm debating if I should price these games tonight or should... Xbox One and PS4. I don't want you to come then, Jungle Man. Yeah. It changes all the time. Xbox One X and PS4. I mean, it changes depending on how many we have and stuff. And plus, I check what the going rates are. So, I don't want to say a price online and be stuck to it. Condition matters. Haters. I'm ready for you, Jungle Man. I can make it smell like Hawaiian breeze in here. And I have my candle over there. I can burn my candle. Get rid of that smell. I also have my my tiki colada candle. It's a big candle. I'm gonna turn my candle on right now, or light my candle. I shouldn't have said turn on. That's kind of dumb. The smelly one has not been in for a while, but you probably just jinxed me. He's probably coming in now. Bader, FIFA isn't as popular here in America as it is everywhere else, but it is semi-popular. If I was going to do a tournament for like a sporting game, it'd probably be Madden or NBA, not FIFA. I would get a lot more people here for NFL football or NBA basketball. Mario Tennis is always pretty good. Mario Tennis is good. I like the new Mario Tennis on the Switch. I'm not very good at it, but I'm getting better. We do tournaments from time to time, Bader. Usually at our other store, though. Our other store is bigger, has more room. We've had a bunch of tournaments there. A lot of fighting games. We've had a Madden tournament. Mostly we do fighting games because fighting games are easier to do tournaments with, and they go a little bit quicker. When you do stuff like Madden or FIFA or NBA, those tournaments take forever. Dustin, I am, but I'm not. I'm not looking forward to it as much as I have in the past. I got really fed up with last year's Madden. I don't think Madden is programmed very well. And the reason I say that, I think they've gotten lazy over the years because they have no competition. Like last year, for example, this is why I say it's lazy programming. First of all, I'm a Browns fan, and yes, I know they suck before everybody tells me they suck, right? I see players like Joe Thomas, who is probably one of the best linemen ever in the NFL. And because he's on the Browns and because the Browns rating is so low, he will just not block people. Probably like 4 or 5 plays a game. Just won't block anybody. And the guy runs through and just obliterates my quarterback or my running back. And that's just stupid programming. My store's pretty clean. I like to keep my store pretty clean. Here, Bader, if you want to see the rest of it. There you go. Got a couple arcade games up front. If you want to see my other store, go to the youtube.com/ccgamesceo. So, I don't know. I miss NFL 2K5. I'll tell you that. I think Sega used to make better football games than Madden. And I liked when there were 2 competing ones because what would happen is one game would have some cool new feature and the other game would have a cool new feature, and then the next year they both would just copy each other, and they always got better every year. I think sports games suck right now. Just in general, sports. If you're a sports gamer, it's just a crappy time. Thanks, Better. This is my small store. Yeah, it does. It's just so frustrating when and then like okay, the Browns actually, even though they were terrible last year, their defense wasn't. It was their offense that was just god awful, and why they lost all their games. Their defense is actually fairly decent, and in Madden, they just have them do dumb things. They'll stop covering a receiver, or they'll just let a receiver run wide open down the field. There's just stuff like that doesn't happen in real football, and it drove me nuts. So, and I already saw a few of the ratings. I'm like scratching my head on. So like I was shocked. I looked at some of the ratings like for like Browns players. For example, they gave Josh Gordon an 82. Now I know Josh Gordon's a pothead, but he's still, when he plays, he's one of the best receivers in the game. He's not an 82. He's like a 92 at the worst. They gave him an 82. Just blows my mind. It's because he's on the Browns. I swear to God, like players get like a -5 to 10 rating because they're on the Browns. I can't wait to Red Dead. That's the #1 game I want. I'll be getting Spider-Man first in September, and Spider-Man will probably hold me over until Red Dead. I can't wait for Red Dead. You're knocking the wood here. Yeah, doesn't see it, but that's my point. Their defense was respectable, but on Madden it's not as terrible. So, and you get stuff like say you use the Patriots, for example. If you use the Patriots, Tom Brady can like throw into like triple coverage and double coverage all day, and the defenders will just drop the ball. They won't intercept it all the time. Like the better teams get breaks that they shouldn't. Hopefully they fix all that. I doubt it though. I doubt it, Dustin. I have no faith. They have no competition, so they have no desire to do anything. I really feel like they do the minimum now. The Walking Dead. You know what? I'm not a big Walking Dead fan, so I really don't care about The Walking Dead. I'm that guy that doesn't watch The Walking Dead. I'm that one guy. Oh boy. God, I should price these games out. I'm feeling lazy. Take-Two, the company that owns Red Dead. Because they also own God of War. I mean, not God of War. Grand Theft Auto. That's why. Take-Two makes Grand Theft Auto. Rockstar makes a shitload of money. Rockstar makes so much money. You know what's funny is Take-Two is originally from Ohio. He started it here in Ohio. My wife's texting me. Alright. NBA Live. I don't like NBA Live. I think 2K is way better. The game behind me, James Joner, is oh god, I forgot the total. It's a Dreamcast game. It's in the House of the Dead universe. Shit, I'm blanking. It's on the tip of my tongue. Holy shit. I can't believe I forgot the name of it off the top of my head. Hold on. Zombie Revenge. I don't know why I couldn't remember it. Zombie Revenge. It's called Zombie Revenge. This is me streaming it a few nights ago. I can't believe I forgot the name. It's like one of my favorite games, and I totally blanked on the name of it. It's in the House of the Dead universe, but it's a beat 'em up like a Turtles game or like a Simpsons or something like that. That style of game. It's actually pretty awesome. It's called Zombie Revenge. It actually came out in the arcade too. So there's an arcade version and then there's a Dreamcast version. It's made by Sega themselves, so it's you know what's funny is games like this. This is why I say hold on. Sorry, my wife keeps texting me. Games like this, they should put on like the digital marketplaces. Like you should, like I can't believe Sega hasn't. You know, they could sell this for like $10 all day on PS4 or Xbox One on the marketplaces. I don't know why they don't take some of these Dreamcast games and sell them digitally. You can make so much money. This game would sell like crazy. Zombie beat 'em up game. It's an awesome game. $10, people buy it all day long, make tons of money. Some of these companies, they just like let these old games just die. They let these old IPs die. Like Power Stone for Capcom, that's another game I think they should sell digitally again. Will I be playing Destiny 2? Nope. I'm not into Destiny. Spider-Man doesn't come out till September, and Call of Duty's in October. Somebody's coming in. Dustin, you can get Dreamcast now that are modded, that have all the games like on them on a stick. What's up from Russia? Freight Storm, how's it going? Hopefully I don't get investigated for talking to somebody from Russia now. You know how that is here in America. I'm just joking, by the way. Well, supposedly, Dustin, GameCube games are coming to Switch. How's it going?
Pretty good. Do you have any of the Xbox Elite controllers here?
Which one?
The Xbox One Elite controllers?
I'm all out. I'm all out of Elites.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Do you know how much I can get for these?
Yeah.
I have just 2 games in. So I'm just going to put them on there real quick.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Go on.
How's it going? You all set?
I think so. I believe my wife called earlier and asked about
Controller?
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Perfect.
all right. I'm gonna ring him up and then
Yep,
I'll
of course.
continue on down. Got test your stuff. Just so you know, on this game here, you do have to have online. You gotta be online to play part 3. Just want to make sure you're with that.
Okay. That's still the co-op though, right?
Yeah. Well. Yeah, for multiplayer you can do co-op and everything, but you do have to just be online in general to play this one.
Okay, that's fine. So I mean, it automatically connects to the wireless
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So.
just so you know.
All right, I appreciate it. Oops.
There's a 30-day warranty too.
Okay, appreciate it.
Total is going to be $34.22.
As soon as I can find it here.
You need to throw it in.
Okay.
Right there.
Guess we'll see. I don't remember if I activated this card or not yet. Apparently I did.
Yep, you did. Went right through. Just need your signature there.
Sure thing.
Your copies.
All right, man, I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one. All right. All right, just one more game to look up.
Okay.
All right, for what you got here, it actually came to $100 in credit. If you want the cash, it's actually 75. So.
Do you know if you happen to have any Elite controllers coming anytime soon? Because I have one and the right thumbstick broke, so I can hardly crouch.
Yeah, I'll probably have some coming in, but it'll be a few days. Do you want me to take your number and give you a call? You want to keep it as credit?
$100 credit, right?
Yeah.
It's not bad. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll take your name and number and I'll give you a call as soon as I
Awesome.
go in. Hold on. Then you only have to pay the difference.
Yep.
There's that. Let me give you a receipt here, and then I'll get your name and number. And I know I have some on order. I'm just
Alrighty.
out at the moment. This is your receipt, and then let me. I'm gonna have you just write your name and number on here, and I'm gonna tape it up here. As soon as I get one, I will give you a call.
There you go.
All right, thanks.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks a lot. I'll
Yep, no
hopefully
problem.
it'll only be a day or two. So.
Alright.
What's up, Mr. B? Yes, there's last minute trade. It was decent though. It was actually a really good shape 3DS XL, and Pokemon Omega Ruby, and Pokemon Leaf Green, and this is one of the better. How much for trade on a PS4 Pro? I don't remember off the top of my head. This is one of the really nice SPs that are like super bright. I'll show you guys the difference. Most people that want SPs want the newer SPs. What's up, little French lady? Of course, my other one's dead. This is a bright one. I'll show you guys the difference here. Battletoads is coming. Yeah. Microsoft announced Battletoads at E3, but all they showed was like a cartoon. No, it'll be an Xbox exclusive, Crow. Microsoft owns that now. Microsoft owns Rare, which owns the rights to Battletoads. But I heard it's just like a beat 'em up. I gotta let this charge for a minute. Yeah, I don't know what the trade is on a PS4 Pro off the top of my head. I don't feel like looking. I'm sorry, Mr. B. I like all the systems too. Hello? No. Nope. Yeah, send it to me then. Alright, well, switch the inventory. Yeah. Alright, bye. It'll probably be like the arcade version or the NES version, one of those. The arcade version's probably the best, I think, but Well, I gotta lock them down. Mr. B, I would say, like, I mean, they're still selling for around, kind of around 400. They dropped down to 350. I would say probably a little over 200 bucks on a trade on a PS4 Pro. Because like the newest one, the Spider-Man one is 400, but it also comes with the game. So that's really, if you think about it, the game's $60. So that really makes the system like 340. Yeah, I'm gonna close up. I'm gonna keep streaming. You guys can keep asking me questions if you want. You want the Spider-Man PS4 Pro, and you better reserve it somewhere quick, Mr. B, because I know Amazon's already done doing reservations on it. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get. You better do it soon. I would reserve it like on Walmart or something, or Lame Stop, or get it done soon because they aren't gonna last long. Definitely reserve it soon somewhere. You know what, Krill, I kind of like the way it looked, except I wish instead of white, they would have went black with the Spider-Man logo. But it's all right. I'm just telling you somewhere. I mean, I know Mr. Baltimore don't live by here, so I would tell you here, but yeah, just get it done soon. Yes, GTA officer, it does. Boom, there's an iPod dock. You must have the same crappy TV. That's an old TV. It works for the store, though. That's funny that you knew that. You have to have one yourself. This TV, though, I was saying, I mean, it's been running for about 10 years straight. You know, for like 8 to 10 hours a day. It's never failed, never messed up. So I gotta say, I definitely got my money's worth. And you know what? I bought that one as it was an open box. I bought it cheaper at Sam's Club years ago. It was an open box. Like somebody had returned it, and I bought it really cheap. So I definitely got my money's worth on this TV, and I'm not going to replace it till it dies. I mean, it's just for display purposes. Yeah, it's got good sound on it. It's a good TV. It does 1080 and 720. Fine by me. Works good. Works good enough for me. I've never used that iPod dock ever. I just know it's there. That's kind of funny. He was on truck. I have no idea on truck driver. GTA. I'm not even. Shows you I'm kind of out of it. I don't even know. I have no information on truck driver. 1 second. I swear, man, on my days off, Derek gets lucky. He had like a really slow day yesterday. It's bad for me. I'd rather work the days that are slow. And today was really busy. Not the last hour or so, but you collect limited edition PS4s. Cool. That's an expensive collection, Mr. B. Holy moly. I think the last one was like a 5 or a 6. I don't even know if they're still making them because everybody has phones now. Really no point to them. Yeah, do you have all of them, Mr. B? You get like the Monster Hunter one and all that stuff? Only have 3 PS4 now. Well, you gotta collect all the pros. There's a Star Wars Pro. There's a regular Pro. There's the Monster Hunter Pro. I'm thinking there's one other one too. There's a Destiny Pro. You're poor, you'd just be happy with the Slim. You know what's funny, Carl? I got a Pro, and I don't, since I usually whenever I play my PS4, I'm streaming it. I don't even take advantage of it because I'm streaming at a lower resolution, so I basically put it down at a lower resolution. I have boost mode running, but yeah, it really, even though I have a Pro, I'm not really, I'm kind of like itchy. I might as well not have one. Yeah, frame rate. You'll see the difference in frame rate and stuff like that, but I'm not truly taking advantage. I mean, I have a 4K TV and it looks awesome on there, but I almost never hook it up to the 4K TV because I'm using it to stream all the time. But Krell, honestly, if you're not, if you don't have a 4K TV, it's a very tiny difference. You're not going to notice that big of a difference. It's not, in my opinion, it's not worth the price difference for that much better. So, I tell you, you'll be just as happy with the Slim. Let's see. Now, God of War played fine on a regular system. I don't know about Spider-Man, but God of War played fine. I would imagine Spider-Man's going to play fine too because Insomniac is a good developer. Insomniac is a good developer. They're going to make the game look great on a Slim. And plus, the Spider-Man engine that the game's built on is actually the Ratchet and Clank engine, and that game runs great on both a Slim or a Pro. Now, I will tell you though, Ratchet and Clank on a Pro is amazing looking. That's one of the best like pro games I've seen. It looks like you're playing a Pixar movie. So that game, you might notice a difference between Spider-Man and on the regular and on the pro, because that engine looks awesome on the pro. But Ratchet and Clank runs just fine on a regular Slim. You're just trying to be an adult and make adult decisions. I know. Girl, thanks for having my back online today. Holy crap, they were teaming up on me. MLB The Show. I noticed you notice a difference, but MLB still runs great on the Slim. My point is, they still run good on the Slim. It's not like they're running like poop on the. They're running like shit on the old system. They still run good. I really wish I was on VGO next week too, so I could argue with them about it. It's gonna be too late, but I'm on the following week. Maybe I'll bring it up the following week, just to pick a fight with John. He always wants me to pick a fight with him, so I'll pick a fight with him on that in 2 weeks. Because I was supposed to be on Tuesday, but like since Matt had issues, they're having Matt on again. Yeah. Matt better not have issues again. Indians are about to get Adam Jones. Sweet. The more the merrier. We already got a good hand yesterday. Indians got a helping hand. That's kind of corny, but the guy's last name is Hand. We got a left-hander reliever. Pretty good one, too. God, I would love the Indians to win the World Series. I know you wouldn't, Mr. Baltimore, but I don't care, man. I want to see a second. Just think about this. I'm 40. I'm old. I'm in the 40s, and I've only seen one championship ever in my lifetime. I'm greedy. I want a second one. A second one. I'd love to see the Indians win it all. I know the Browns aren't winning it, but I would love to see the Indians win it. Carl, that happens every year where there's like a team that just kind of like lucks into wins. There's a team that wins like every game 2-1 or 3-4, 4-3. There's always those teams that just get lucky. Yeah, it's the Cleveland curse, though, Mr. B. Yep, I agree with you. Trust me. I've seen 2 times in my lifetime. Think about this. You want to think about how cursed Cleveland teams are. Twice for the Indians. There's only been 2 World Series that went to Game 7 extra innings, and the Indians lost both of them. Extra innings in Game 7 in the World Series, and the Indians lost both. You know how heartbreaking that is? The best Indian team is the one for Major League. That's an awesome movie, though, girl. You know what's funny about that movie? It wasn't filmed in Cleveland. Filmed in Milwaukee. Girl, just like Tommy Boy wasn't filmed in Sandusky. The Major League movies were filmed in Milwaukee because the stadiums looked identical. Yeah, Major League, not even filmed in Cleveland. I hate when, you know what's funny is I hate when it was not filmed there, Crow. Not filmed in Sandusky. It's so funny to me when I see other people especially on Twitter, when they complain or they cry that their team, like or their team just lost or something like that. The funniest ones to me are like, I'm sure Mr. Baltimore gets a kick out of this too because he's a Ravens fan. Like Steelers fans, whenever they lose, it's like the worst thing ever. They're so spoiled. And I'm sorry if there's any Steelers fans in here, but y'all are spoiled. And they think like the sky's falling all the time, and I'm like, what a bunch of pansies. You have no idea what it's like to root. I always think like I'm a Cleveland fan. Like what? Nothing can hurt me. I'm invincible, man. I've been through so much pain. It doesn't even affect me anymore. But some people, they just like when their sports teams lose, they don't know how to handle it. Oh, about The Wire? Yeah. Is that what Baltimore's really like? Mr. P. I don't know where that factory was. It wasn't Sandusky, I can tell you that, Crow. Mr. B, you live right there where they filmed The Wire, right? A lot of people don't know this too. Most of the Marvel movies, the Avenger movies, those were filmed in Cleveland. They weren't filmed in New York. Like all the scenes where where all the damage was being done and there were like alien ships landing and stuff. That was all Cleveland. Philly, yeah, most Philly movies are in Philly. I remember I was going to an Indians game and they had the one street closed down. There were like alien ships on the ground. It was actually pretty cool to see. It was like right down. I mean, it was like a block or two away from where the Indians play. They were filming Marvel Avengers. It was pretty awesome. They run up the steps and do the. I would play the music on my phone and run up the steps and do that. I'm sure everybody does it. That's like if you're there, you got to, right? But of course, everybody's like tourists. I would do it, Crow. I would have to do it. I would be that guy. I gotta back up my system now. I would definitely be that dude. I'd probably live stream it too. Do the little as I'm running up the steps, sticking and moving. You know what? I'd probably play the punch out music. By the way, did you listen to my latest podcast? I did the punch out music to start it and to end it. The Rocky statue's at the bottom now. That's cool. I think I'm gonna put different game music before the start and the end of every podcast. I'm getting a little better at editing that stuff in. You know what? Nintendo can come because I'm not making any money, so they can copyright whatever they want. It's a free podcast, so good luck, Nintendo. Nintendo would do that if I put that on. If I put the podcast on YouTube, I would have to cut those out because they would put a copyright claim on it. So, oh well. All right. Well, I'm done backing up. It is about that time, guys. I do gotta end this. Gotta go home, do some adulting. So I will see you guys later. I'll probably stream tonight, but I have no idea what I'm gonna stream yet. I don't know if I'm gonna do a retro or you know what? I might play the new game I got on my Switch. So I might stream that tonight. It's kind of it's a new game, but it's an old school style beat 'em up that I've kind of been digging. So I might stream that tonight. I can't even remember the name of it. But I will see you guys later. Goodbye.